Happy Tuesday out there, folks. This is Darius Dale here to present our macro minute for Tuesday, August 2nd, 2022. Starting with markets, we have stocks down this morning, commodities mixed, crypto down, dollar up, global bond yields down. Shifting to our market moving headlines, this is poor timing to be stirring the geopolitical pot. Nancy Pelosi, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi is expected to land in Taipei at 10:20 a.m. Eastern. The Liberty Times reported the highest-ranking American politician to visit the island in 25 years will visit Parliament and have lunch with President Tsai Ing-wen tomorrow, per the Apple Daily. China vowed to respond with strong and resolute measures. The Taiwan president's official website was under DDoS attack from abroad, a spokesman said. So we're definitely moving in the wrong direction of ratcheting geopolitical tensions. As we talked about, I believe, yesterday in the macro minute, we're heading into a seasonally weak time for stocks. August, September, October, three of the worst months a year. Don't base your whole process on seasonality, but these things don't help. Implications for global supply chains, if we do see anything coming out of this. So U.S.-China tensions risk disrupting the Taiwan Strait, which is the primary route for hauling goods from Asia to the West. Almost half of the global container fleet and 88% of the world's largest ships have passed through it this year. While many shippers can avert products via the Philippine Sea, even minor disruptions still threaten fresh supply chain woes. So that could be a potential issue that could maybe exacerbate what appears to be a slightly improving inflation dynamic this fall. And then lastly, no explicit forward guidance doesn't necessarily mean that we're not going to get any forward guidance out of the Fed. So we get fresh clues on the outlook for Fed policy are likely to come from Charles Evans, Chicago Fed President Charles Evans, Cleveland Fed President Loretta Mester, and St. Louis Fed President Jim Bullard, who all speak today. Big movers this morning at Shanghai Composite off 2.3% to down 6% month over month on this Taiwan news. Ethereum off 3% to up 48% month over month. Getting into our volatility adjusted momentum signals in probable ranges. U.S. dollar index bullish FAMs, that is still oversold. Gold bearish FAMs, that is still overbought. 10-year nominal treasury yield flipped to neutral VAMs today, so definitely notice that. It's still oversold despite having flipped to neutral, and the probable range skew getting a little bit more negative there. High yield credit spreads, those are still bullish VAMs, still oversold as well. S&P 500 neutral VAMs, that is not quite overbought. You got about 1% upside, 7% downside. VIX bearish VAMs, not quite overbought. You got about 5% upside versus 20% downside. NASDAQ 100 neutral VAMs, you got about 2% upside versus 9% downside. Russell 2000 neutral VAMs, you got about 1% upside versus 8% downside. Bitcoin bearish FAMs, you got about 6% upside versus 13% downside. Ethereum bearish FAMs, what are we at here? 9% upside versus 21% downside there. Been grinding the upper bound of the probable range. That's pretty typical of what you see in crypto. Doesn't necessarily mean we're headed for a bullish FAMs breakout, particularly with this move in Bitcoin being pretty muted. Relative to the move in Ethereum. You want to see the broader asset class, you want to see that strength in Bitcoin as a proxy for institutional flows, starting to come back in. We're certainly not seeing that. This looks more to be like a idiosyncratic story with respect to the merge, just in terms of the slopes of those lines in terms of month over month moves. Shanghai Composite neutral VAMs, it's now oversold here. WTI neutral VAMs, moving in the wrong direction there. You get about 6% downside, 15% of upside. Agricultural bearish VAMs, bounce off the upper boundary of its probable range. You can now towards the middle of the range, about 3% upside versus 6% downside. And then lastly, industrial metals still overbought per our probable range analysis. So with that, Darius Dale presenting our macro minute for Tuesday, August 2nd, 2022. Best of luck out there today. Cheers.